know for a fact that there's a lot of people listening. There's a lot of people that clicked on the video because they saw Little Kim. And I'm starting to think a lot of women don't hear what I'm about to say, so I'm going to just go ahead and say it up front so y'all can hear it loud and clear. For all my sisters out there watching, you're beautiful. There's nothing about you that you need to change. Just the way you are, God made you perfectly, regardless of how you may feel about it. Everything happens for a reason. The reason why you look the way you look is because you're supposed to look that way. Little Kim took it upon herself to change all of that about herself. Now people got a lot of mean and negative things to say about Little Kim, and I'm not going to say any of those things. I'm just trying to give y'all the latest update that Little Kim recently had some new plastic surgery, and they bleached everything except for her neck. People don't recognize her. They don't know if she's a part of the Jackson family. People mistaking her for LaToya Jackson. And she was beautiful before. There wasn't nothing wrong with her. She had personal insecurities. She underwent another cosmetic procedure. She initially had her full lips done, her rounded cheeks, and her wide nose reduced to nothing. And she trying to figure out how she can get it back. The more work she do, the worse this is gonna get. So for you ladies out there, before y'all even get started, consider that you could be out here looking like the Catwoman as well if you take it too far. I really blame her fans. Nobody stepped up and said, hey, Kim, enough is enough. They don't even want her in China, even though her name Lil Kim. I don't know what movie she auditioning for. People claiming she wanted to be a part of the horror genre, and that's the reason why she did all the stuff she did. But she looked bad, and there's nothing she could do to fix this situation unless she get a clone, and that's a possibility nowadays too. They gonna have to start all over with a brand new avatar in order to correct this situation. Let's get into this news, man.
Women get these cosmetic surgeries, like especially when they touch their face and they get all this work done to their face. Sometimes they take it too far to the point like, baby, you are unrecognizable. You are down there scaring the people. And then had a nerve to apply makeup, like heavy makeup contour. It's just like, it's a bit much. Like, let's slow down a little bit. Maybe do like a little natural glam, natural beat. But all that heavy makeup, I feel like it's a bit much. Like, you know, you already went overboard with the surgery now. I feel like, I don't know. It's crazy. And it's just like, when they're looking in the mirror, it's like, what do they see? It's like, where are they friends and their family to be like, you know what, baby? Don't do nothing else to your face. Don't touch your face no more. And half of the time, before the surgeries, they was beautiful. So it's like, why did you feel the need to get all that work done? And then they take it so far to the point where it can't be fixed, it can't be corrected. Like, you just stuck like that.
I think it all starts with a fantasy. A lot of people raised up watching Cinderella, Snow White, and they want to be that princess. They want to be that fairy. They always looked in the mirror and felt like they wasn't good enough. When they get the opportunity, they have this dream in their mind that they're going to look like Marilyn Monroe or Pamela Anderson or somebody, because that's who they want to be all along. The standards of beauty in society is all jacked up. And for black people, we get it the worst from our own people. How many brothers out there have been called the African booty scratcher because they dark skinned? How many sisters out there was told they weren't pretty enough because they ain't had a complexion or the features? If you don't fit the standard, then you just don't fit the standard. But who's to say what the standard is? If you look into social media for beauty advice, you're going to be under the knife as well. And some people just not feeling it, man. They look in the mirror and say, fuck. And rightfully so for a lot of people out there, but only if you knew. It's not about your looks. For the fellas out there, y'all know that it'd be some of the most busted brothers out there with the baddest chicks. The uglier, the better. But it may not be that way with females.
You're just gonna be looking like that. It's too much.
So I really believe that these surgeons, man, they got to start telling these chicks, no, when it's starting to get diminishing returns. I think surgery is not the answer.
Was it even worth it? Or like,
I feel like the only way surgery is worth it if you're gonna really change your life. And when I say really change your life, I mean really change your eating habits, really wake up and exercise every day. I mean, it's hard maintenance. People think, oh, I'm just gonna get surgery and I'm gonna be fine. No, you have to. That shit is so much maintenance. You gotta work out. You gotta eat healthy. I ain't gonna lie, with lipo, you damn near gotta go back every year. Cause if you don't change your eating habits and work out, you're gonna gain it back. I know somebody that goes every year. I'm not gonna lie, I done had to go back damn near every 2 years. So if you not gonna change your life, it's not a good investment. You're gonna keep wasting money.
So y'all, let me know what y'all think
That is beyond crazy, y'all. And Lil Kim been spending a whole lot of money on this. It's like they forgot about her teeth, because they was too busy trying to fix everything else. They sent her home. They didn't even put her teeth back in her mouth. Now she's stressing, trying to figure out, is they gonna be hiring for the Miss Piggy biopic? Can she be the leading actress? This gotta be hard. Now she older. Fans done moved on. You got younger, prettier artists out there. And you got artists out there right now that's going even harder with the plastic surgery. I don't know if y'all seen Cardi B lately, but she was looking like Spock from Star Trek after her latest round of plastic surgery. And you figure Lil Kim been around for a long time, and people should take heed that this is not the route you want to go. But her story is a little different. They're claiming that she had fat transferred to her face.
Transferred to the face. The fat that's transferred is sort of irreversible. It's not reversible. And so it's different from HA filler, which you can dissolve. Fat, however, just kind of stays there, and it can sometimes appear a little lumpy bumpy in places if it's not injected deep enough, and it can give some irregularities to the face from one side to the other, because about 50% of fat that's transferred will resorb and not be there over time. So I think she may have had a facial fat transfer procedure by around this time. Age 39, again, I'm seeing a little bit just more added just weight. The neck even looks a little fuller. I wonder if, again, there's some maybe weight change fluctuations. Age 40 in 2014, continued loss of that sort of V shape that she had in her youth and that heart shape. And that occurs with all aging, but the jawline is starting to kind of have additional definition. So I wonder if maybe around this time she's maybe had a lift, a little facelift, neck lift. Maybe she's even had some additional, maybe some implants in the mandible, along the mandible, to provide a little bit more of that boxy look. I don't know if that's what she was going for. So I think that there's some role for implants in explaining the changes that I see here. The chin also seems a bit more prominent, so potentially she's got an implant now running along the mandible that's accounting for
Hold on, wait, so they dug in her face and put a chin under there? They lifted her, they took her face apart just to add onto her jawbone. Is it even worth it? She could have took that money and bought some land. They've been going in her facial structure, her bones, and rearranging things. And when it's all over with, she be looking terrible. It's one thing to get some bad customer service. You open up your bag, your sandwich all linked to the sign, it's looking crazy. But when people playing with your face, that's a whole nother issue. And to keep going back, I'm pretty sure they tell her every time that they're going to correct it, and they only make it worse.
Some of that change. Age 41, again, the face just looking very full. I think she's starting to experience some filler fatigue, which is when you're just over-injected with filler, be it fat or HA filler, and it just makes the face just bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's hard to kind of eventually shrink it down. And again, age 42, there's just this unnatural facial fullness. She doesn't look like herself. She's starting to look like somebody else. Age 43, the philtrum, you can see that it's longer. The upper teeth are no longer visible on repose. Repose is when you just open your mouth without any facial expressions. And I do that before a lip lift to judge how much tooth show there is, and usually that improves after the lip lift. In her case, with Lil Kim, you can just see with the aging process, it's starting to kind of act as a curtain, covering up those upper teeth. The face still looks very full, and the upper third, however, of her face, to me, looks quite maintained. So whether it's through surgery or neuromodulation with Botox, but she's overall, I think, maintained the upper face pretty well. Age 44 in 2018, she's definitely had a facelift by now. I think it occurred years prior, but just to point out here, this would not have been her natural jawline based on what I was seeing earlier. So I think she's had a lift, and I think it may have been over pulled on the right hand side, because I'm just seeing that everything on that side just seems.
Oh my God, they pulled it too far. And now it's stuck like that, y'all. She should have stopped a long time ago. Every year she come back with a new surgery. And each time, it's not helping the last time. But she gotta get it, because when you age, your facial structure change. Your bone density change. You naturally gonna change. There's people out there that get shorter as they get older. Her name already Lil Kim, so she's shrinking by the second. And when they go under her face and reconstruct and put her face back together, and depending on how it heal, it might not heal correctly. So we've been seeing a decline in her features over the years. And I know that's something we all gotta accept as far as Lil Kim is concerned, but I'm really making this video for the people out there that's considering or that already got started with the cosmetic thing. Hey, a little bit don't hurt. As far as from what I see, you do a little something, you're gonna be all right if you leave it alone. And if years later you want to go back and do a little something, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But excessively, tweaking here, tweaking there, doing this and doing that, eventually you wind up doing too much and you're going to be stuck in a situation. So, I feel for Lil Kim. I'm not trying to bash her, show y'all how crazy she looking. This is a public warning for all the people out there. Look around and find out. Look.
Pulled up higher. Now, could this be part of her natural facial asymmetry? It's possible. When I look back at her pictures in youth, there's a bit more symmetry than what I'm seeing here. So I think may have been a result of a surgical procedure. She may have had a brow lift that got a bit exaggerated, or a cantopexy or cantoplasty on the right side that was a bit over exaggerated. I think her nose has continued to go through additional surgeries, especially alarplasties, which is where the base of the nose is made smaller with either a sill removal, sill excision here, or a wedge excision, or both. But you can see, look at the opening of her nostrils. That aperture has decreased significantly, and that's the result of alarplasty surgeries. And the upper lip to me looks quite filled, maybe with filler, maybe there's an implant there. And again, the face to me just looks a bit boxy and not anywhere resembling her original face. Age 45 in 2019, I think her overall skin texture has declined. There's a lot of makeup on, but you can see, especially on the nose, that there is some issue there with the skin quality. And to me, that signals that there's some potential skin damage. And
that look just like Michael Jackson nose. They even put the mole on it. Her nose look like it's diseased. Damn, man. If she ever fall, all that shit might come clean off, man. She better not be riding no bikes on the weekend, cause it could end horrible. They have to pick her skeleton up off the ground. Damn, y'all. How did it get this bad? I swear, man, the last thing you want to do is have hip hop fans. No matter what you're doing, there's people that start a business and put a hip hop twist on it. That's the worst thing you could possibly do. Because in order to keep that thing going, you're gonna have to keep it ignorant in it. And when hip hop or whatever the culture get more ignorant, in order to keep up, you gotta ignitize your situation. And the older you get and you still gotta keep up with the foolishness, that's the worst thing you could possibly do. That's why a lot of people, they make their little hip hop money and they get the fuck out and do something legit. There's rappers right now, they 50, 60, still gotta wear the chain, still gotta put on the hip hop costume, still gotta wear the hat cocked to the side. Flavor Flav still got the clock. And for Lil Kim, if you a female rapper, you gotta be that it chick. It seemed like when Eve came out, she did her chin to look like Eve. When Nicki Minaj came out, she went and got the booty and all that to compete with Nicki Minaj, to stay on top of her game. And that's a lot of pressure. You see a new motherfucker coming up and you don't pave the way and they trying to push you out the way. You trying to do everything in your power to stay in the game. So as far as Lil Kim, you know, it would have been all right if she would have stayed nostalgic. If she would have stayed who she was, you know, that would have been better. But she would have been, you know, people would have forgot about her. Her being in the news for this, that's better than her not being in the news at all. Any publicity is good publicity. So she probably doing this intentionally now just to stay in the conversation. If the music ain't selling or if people not interested like they once was, she know that she can get in a magazine or something for looking like that. And look how gorgeous she was beforehand. Man, this is just one of the saddest things in hip hop that I don't think people talk about enough, because it is a touchy situation. And don't nobody want to disrespect Lil Kim. I don't want to be the one to be online disrespecting Kim. I just want y'all ladies to know that you beautiful regardless of what you looking like. It could be worse. Just keep that in mind. And you can do a little something to alter your situation if that's what you want to do. But hardcore surgery, I advise against that. You don't want to do that because there ain't no coming back from that. And once you that far gone, look at her, man. See, she had a little something, and that's all right. But now, man, you know, they say it's addictive. I want to get a little deeper into this. You know, we talked about the surgery and stuff, but I want to get into the psychological aspect of this, and then we gonna move on. Y'all ready for this, man? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're about to get into this right now.
Now it's time to discuss her plastic surgery and why she got...
Hold on, let me get this correct for y'all. Y'all stay tuned while I get this together for everybody. For all you ladies out there, you gotta know, I love y'all. That's the reason why I'm taking the time out to do this. And I love Lil Kim. I walked all the way downtown to get that hardcore album because she was squatted down with her legs gapped open. And it wasn't illegal for a child to go up in the record store and buy that CD. And it should have been, because we ain't had no business even seeing that. Look at this.
Got it done. As we said earlier, she was bullied for her appearance, developing an insecurity. In 2005, she went on a radio show and explained that she had her nose broken during a physically abusive confrontation with an ex-boyfriend whose name is Damian World Hardy.
That's that bullshit, y'all. That's the same way Mike talking about he had vitiligo. And that's why he had to have the surgery. The Pepsi flames ruined his situation, so he had to have the surgery. There's people out here getting their nose broke all the time, but that don't mean they getting their whole face reconstructed.
They dated for only 1 year between 2002 and 2003. Kim told the listeners that she, like many other women, had been a part of a violent relationship that left her with a broken nose, black eyes, all that stuff. The New York native revealed that she had to fix her nose not once but multiple times. Every time she'd go through a procedure and come back to her boyfriend, he'd hit her again and sent her reeling into
Man,
a
get
tangle.
this bullshit out of here, man. I don't want to hear no more, man. Blame a nigga. That's all they want to do. Find a brother to blame. Every time she get her nose fixed, he done broke it again. She gotta go back down there. She crying to the doctor, what can you do? This nigga keep breaking my nose. I need another one, cause the last one he fucked it up, man. She make it seem like her nose is glassware. Like he broke a cup. We talking about her damn nose. Get somebody to break his nose and break his legs while they at it. Ain't she gangster? All them goons she be around? To break his leg, snap his shits like Chico sticks. She provoking him every time she want to get another note. I done heard it all, man. What the hell is this?
Of insecurities and self-loathing. It's not just her face that was damaged as a result of these brutal attacks. Kim had to undergo multiple MRIs because he beat me up so bad I couldn't even move. She also suffered from blood clots in her back.
You're a fucking thief! You're fucking white! You have no melanin, bitch!
Kim was so tired of life.
Hold on, so he beat the black off of her. That's what she telling the public. He beat the pigmentation out of Lil Kim. She had to get the work done. She 50, 60 years old and he's still beating her ass. She had to fight back the only way she know how. With her plastic surgery, and the hell with a lawyer. Ain't no need to call the police. Bitch, I'ma call my plastic surgeon. Call that motherfucker, I'm gonna break your nose again, bitch. Dr. Fugazi. He broke my nose again, I'm coming in the morning. Like, oh, look at you, poor girl. Don't worry, Kim, we're gonna fix it. Oh, look at, oh, he broke the nostril. Oh, honey, I got you. Bullshit.
About her injuries, pretending they were an allergic reaction, and burying her bruises in makeup, that she thought it would be better to get professional work done and wipe out those physical markings for once and for all.
See, that's why dudes don't want to be with sisters like that. I know that sounded messed up, but come on, man, let's keep it real. If they gonna play the victim every time, no, put the other, where the music at? Where's that? No, I need the right song, man. We ain't got it. There you go. Play the victim all the time. How you gonna play the victim and you ain't got nobody? That's how that go. That explain all the single shit going on out here. All the single mothers out here. The fatherless children out here. How you gonna play the victim and you ain't got nobody? If she ain't have a nigga to blame, then what would be her excuse? I look like this because a nigga beat my ass. I wouldn't even be looking like this if it wasn't for that black man. This ain't something I decided to do because I wanted to do it. You think I get surgery? You think I wanted to do this to my motherfucking face? That nigga did this to my face. I blame him, his mama, his daddy. If it wasn't for that black man, y'all know the point I'm trying to make. And it's sickening to me. So for all you single ladies out there, that's what you need to be. And for all you brothers, don't be no simp, don't be no sucker, man. Leave their ass right where they at. Cause it's gonna, whatever it is, it's gonna be your fault. And I don't think you wanna take the blame, brother.
I kinda prayed the whole time. I didn't know what to do, and it has a lot to do with my maturity too. It's been times I was in the car with my ex-boyfriend and he punched me in my face, and I was bleeding all over the car. The doctor had to fix my nose because it was almost shattered.
You guys help me to get through everything as well, and y'all make me want to keep going.
The trauma led her to start her charitable organization, Lil Kim Cares, which does extraordinary work in raising awareness and fun.
Hold on, wait a minute. She got an organization? Hold on, get this together, man. I need to see this. She got an organization for battered women undergoing plastic surgeries. Who cares? She got a whole foundation providing positive impacts in communities worldwide. The foundation raises funds, resources, and awareness for national programs that assist with issues of homelessness, HIVs and AIDS, prevention and awareness, transitional living, child neglect, and violence against women. So this is what she doing on the side. Lil Kim Cares. She focused on raising funds and awareness for domestic violence survivors. If he beat your ass, we can get you a house, a car. You ain't never gotta work again. That ass whooping gonna be your salvation. You play the victim card right, you gonna be straight, you and your kids. And the more baby daddies you got, the better. She partnered with groups like National Alliance to End Domestic Violence, held high-profile online celebrity auctions featuring personal items and studio sessions to raise money for charity. Lil Kim Cares. I need the official website. They ain't got no damn. You click on the website, it go to the plastic surgery's office. Where is the organization? She's selling Left Eye remixes. She got a new single with Left Eye. This look like a sex shop for blow-up dolls and things. How much that jacket? 200 something for the Lil Kim jacket? Bitch, you ain't the Knicks. She act like she won a championship with this. It's some man out there Googling it right now. He about to get 2 of them for him and his boo. I promise you, somebody watching. About to put one of them Lil Kim jackets on layaway. I don't see nothing about the organization on her site or whatever the case is. But like I said, I'm trying to make a positive video about all of this. This reminds me of her first album. This is nasty. Her music, her shows, they want you to sign in, get mucked up so you can go get some plastic surgery. That's one of her singles. Love for Ya. Well, her and her dude, they look like they both just left the damn office. She's still a damn freak. For the fellas out there, before I get out of here, would you do it or wouldn't you do it? Would you still do it? Even though she went through these transformations. For the men out there, and I need y'all to be honest, man, would you go ahead and do it? Lil Kim, she wants you to come stay tonight. You going to nah? Or you just gonna kick it at the crib? It's almost 8 o'clock. She wants you there at 8:30. You getting dressed or nah? Are you already on the expressway? Are you going to spend the night with Lil Kim if you had the chance? And I know a lot of y'all would. Before the cert, look how beautiful she was, man. Now, I would have definitely went for that. But I don't know, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Lil Kim, I still love you to death. And I want to check this out real quick because she got kids and everything. And her daughter looked like how she looked when she was young or whatever. So maybe we'll get another wave of hip hop with this new generation coming up. Maybe she could link up with Diddy kids and put out some singles and stuff. That's what's up. She a proud mother. What the hell she got on? Yeldon Hall. She with her sorority shit, Alpha Phi Alpha, Eastern Stars and all that. Shout out to Kim. She don't be looking half bad in some of them pictures though. I don't know what the Photoshop going on, but you know, it is what it. And you gotta respect your elders before anybody fly off at the mouth in the comment section talking crazy about Lil Kim. Keep in mind that she an elder now, so you know, put some respect on her name. I can't say that she left a positive impact on Black culture, but neither did Foxy Brown. You know, it's been thoughts for a long time. Neither did the Mac or Too Short. Too Short ain't no better. Before it was a Lil Kim, you had pimps rapping. Do you wanna ride in the backseat of the caddy? Chop it up with the do or die. You had a bunch of foolishness going on before Lil Kim hit the scene, so don't make her to blame for all of this foolishness that's going on in the world. She's a pioneer of it, but we been had hoochies and hip hop. She just the queen of that shit. Remember when Diana Ross was playing with her breasts on the red carpet? She kept on bouncing her boob. She couldn't believe how ridiculous Lil Kim was looking with that wig on or whatever. So back when they was freaking off with Diddy, best believe Diana old ass was invited too. And Mary J. Blige running, she already get it popping as soon as you get in the door. She was wondering where them young boys at. She was R. Shelley back in the day. Ask Usher. And Lil Kim too. Ray J had some of all of that. When he was only 14, he had Lil Kim, the whole crew. Michael even made a song about Dirty Diana, all in his dressing room. He trying to get dressed. She don't mess around, put a Lego up his ass. And y'all wonder why he turned out the way he turned out. And Lil Kim, I remember when Lil Kim really started popping in the hardcore hip hop, the male fans became Lil Kim fans, and before you know it, they was getting a RuPaul on because the Lil Kim tape influenced them when they was young. They was really fans of Biggie, and they was fucking with Biggie. They're like, well, you know, if Biggie rolling with Lil Kim, I like Junior Mafia, so I'm gonna buy the Lil Kim tape. They listened to it once, listened to it twice. Next thing you know, he in the mirror putting on his sister makeup and all that. So that's how a lot of that got started with Lil Kim. A lot of brothers became too much of a fan. Ain't no wrong with being a fan, but sometimes you become too much of a fan. Got on Mr. C giving her mixtapes to them dudes that he was dealing with and stuff. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You know, it is what it is. I'm a fan of Lil Kim. So for all the brothers out there that's fans of Lil Kim, I'm not trying to condemn y'all for being fans, because if I did that, I'll be condemning myself for being a fan of LaToya Jackson. God damn. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Yo, so much love for my beautiful queens out there, and so much love for Lil Kim too. I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man.